I am often told by the smaller companies, and really the gathering here today is, I guess, largely SMEs, that it's okay for big companies to talk about that because they have the means or they have already arrived, that's why they're big. And they could afford now to, pontificate on the issue of good governance, proper ethics. They could afford to put in place structures that support it. And I say, quite the opposite is probably true. If you're a small or medium-sized enterprise, the reality is you will be in closer touch, first of all, with your own employees. They will be far more able at every level of the organization to see what you do by example and not just by word, because it is, I think, very fair to say that anybody could espouse anything in their words. But people are not fools, and they will actually look at what you do, at how you behave, and to use people's expression, by example, they will follow you. So what you do, and how you behave, and how you practice your own ethical things, particularly as a small and medium-sized enterprise, will determine how your organization will be viewed by your employees, by your business partners, by suppliers, by your clients. And that will determine the longevity of your organization. So I don't think, as is often made out, that size is the issue. It isn't that at all. It is every individual taking personal responsibility for ensuring that if they are part of an organization, that they will insist that the organization operates in a particular way. And very often, that is very difficult, and sometimes even more difficult in a large organization. We must take a page out of Jack's book and believe that it must start somewhere. And that even if it's just a small representation today of the SMEs in the country, that if we start here, this could be the beginning of a whole movement that will spread and pull everybody in, and the country, as a result, will benefit. I do believe that everyone can and ought to inculcate in their own firms a process whereby example they demonstrate that they believe and live in accordance with the moral high ground, as it is often phrased, and don't descend into the trap of feeling a need to look at what somebody else does that may be right. Don't even look and cast or pass judgment. Don't worry about the other person and what they do. Worry about what is under your control and what you could do. So that would be my advice to the SMEs here today. Embrace the opportunity of the program, get into the workshops, fully understand it, and have the courage in the face of adversity to persevere, because in the long run, it will redound to your benefit and to your name and to the country.